Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Uh, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to talk about the witching hour. Okay. You're welcome. I want to talk about the witching hour. Do you find yourself awake by 12, 1, 2, or by this time? It's not as if you are disturbed or you are sad or you are weak or you are sick. But to some, it happened at certain time. They find themselves awake at a particular time. Sometimes it happened first week of the month. Sometimes it happened 3 times in a week. It just happened like that. You find yourself suddenly awake. You're not thinking, but your mind is just pia 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 pia. That is a time that the veil between this world and other universe opens. That is why we call it the witching hour. The witching hour. Between the time of 12, most of my videos have said I usually wake up, I sleep. Once it's 12, I'm awake. I'm always awake till I enter the next day. I'm always awake to enter the next day. Okay. So some of you wake up 12:30, some wake up by 1. And something happened. He said, maybe, you term it as a negative thing and start binding and casting and praying. No. That is the hour that the veil, that the portal between this planet, this world, and the other world, and other universe, what? Get open. That is the time for you to make your declarations. Greetings, welcome, welcome. That is the time to make your declarations. That is time for you to say what you want to happen to you that day. That is time for you to set your priorities right. Some people say, I don't know why I wake up by this time. I don't know why I wake up by this time. I always find myself waking up by this time. I don't know why somebody, a man, a woman, is sleeping by this time of the morning. You see, there's nothing like, when in the village, they say 12 midnight, 1 midnight, 2 midnight. No, it's not midnight. Once is 12, you have entered another day. You have simply entered another day. That's not like 12 in the midnight, 1 in the midnight. No, it is another day. Now, I see people who sleep and sleep. When it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., they start praying. But a lot of ordinances has been written against them. Things has been done. And they wake up by 5 a.m., 6 a.m. They start praying. No, that is not the time to pray. Things has been done against you earlier. Some people say sun comes out by 7, sometimes 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., 7 a.m. That is when sun comes out. Sometimes, it all depends. But no, sun comes out by 4 a.m. But because some of you are not spiritually inclined to know that sun comes out earlier. Those who are spiritually inclined can feel the heat. The same people you call witches and wizards can feel the heat of the sun, even when the sun has not actually manifested physically. Then somebody will be sleeping. Once it's 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. They wake up and say, "Oh, Father Lord, I thank you for today. As I'm going out today, let everything be okay for me. As I'm going out today, may today favor me, this, and that, and that." No, that is not the time to make those declarations. And some people who are into awoke, some are into like me now. They woke up in the morning. That's 6 a.m., 7 a.m. They start praying with cola. What are you talking about? When the day break for you, it's not the day break, it's not the time day break for humans. And you are sleeping. And when you get old, what will you be doing? I don't know what you're going to be doing. Will you be sleeping as at that time? Eh? Are you going to be sleeping as when you get old? Yes. Are you supposed to be sleeping now? No. This is a witching hour. When you find out that you always wake up at this particular time, that is time for you to make your declarations known, because the veils between different universe, different world is open. I did not say it's done, it's open. It's open. That is time for you to do what? All kind of spirits who are handling all kind of things comes in. There's this expressway between this world and that world. People are moving, spirits are going. That is time for you to declare, speak life to your marriage, speak life to your businesses, speak into the lives of your children. That is a time to make vows. And vows you make that time are very dangerous, powerful vows. I know men and women who has made vow and said, if my children can be this, if my children can be this, if my children can be, later part of my life, if I'm alive to see them become who they want to become, let me die, take away 10 years of my life, take away 20 years of my life. The witching hour. And I see people with their friend, they say, hey, I don't know why I always wake up by this time. I don't know why. I find myself wake, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to be taking, maybe I'm stressed out. Maybe it's problem. Time I'm supposed to sleep, I'll just find myself awake. I don't know why I'm awake. I don't just know. Eh? You are awake at that time because there is something that you need to address. Rectify. There is words you need to speak on your parts. There are words to be planted. There are things to be done. Why? Because that time your dreams, all the dreams you see, the dream of being a footballer, an actress, an entrepreneur, dreams of being a businessman, dreams of, that is when to sit down, because everywhere is calm. The world is sleeping. That is calm. That is when to evaluate your lives. That is time to take critical look at yourself, at your children. That is why it's called witching hour. You are weak at that time because there are something you need to address. There are ways you need to address. There are things you need to write down, because the veil is open. The door is open. Road to here. Down. Every embargo is lifted. Roadblocks are lifted as at that time. Why? Because most times the person you offended, the person that did something against you, that did something to you, despite what people think, despite the plans of people, if you offend somebody or the person feel that you offend them, that's that little offense. Once that day goes, that offense is gone. Once that veil is torn open, there are spirits who come to carry some of those vows. Spirits who come to carry some of those sacrifices you have made. There are ways you have sown the previous day that need to be addressed. Answers need to be given to you. So whenever you find yourself awake, as at this particular time I just mentioned, there are things to address. This is not the time for you to start thinking, oh God, so tomorrow now I will not have transport. Oh God, oh God. Now, this is the time for you to stand as gods and goddesses that you are and begin to address those burning desires. Oh, yes, a lot of you have been told you're going to be the breadwinner of your family, you're going to do this, a lot of you have been told all kind of things. This is a time to address it. It's not time for you to sleep. When we get old, let's sleep. This is not the sleeping hour. This is the witching. Your brain is calm. The atmosphere is calm. Everywhere around you is calm. This is a time to think. This is time for your daily affirmation. I will make it. I will be the greatest. I will not sick. I will not die. I will not bring shame to myself. I will be the best among the best. I am one of the richest women in this world. This is when to make those declarations. I have always been awake till the next day. I do that a lot. I don't sleep into the next day. I am awake into the next day. I've been doing this over 20 years. I am always awake till the next day, into the next day. Then when I finish my affirmations, I can sleep. I regulate my sleep. I regulate myself because when this body is sacked, when I'm old, I can sleep knowing that I did it. I've done my part. How can somebody wake up 6 a.m. and start kaboshing and start making noise and start being a nuisance to people around? You start screaming, you power from the pit of hell now bind you. Oh, baby. Things have been written against you. New curses has been laid against you. New embargoes, new roadblock has been set while you are sleeping. Or you are waiting for your daddy in the Lord to tell you, oh, there's going to be night vigil this week. Oh, there's going to be night vigil at the end of the month. Oh, there's going to be a night vigil for 3 days. No. Set it for yourself. Set it for yourself. Because the more you keep doing it, the more your children will watch you know what you are doing. And don't forget that children does not hear what we say. They watch what we do. I have always been awake into the next day. It does not matter how I sleep. Yes, I sleep. And I've so conditioned myself that once it's 11:30, I'm awake. I didn't set alarm. Once it's 11:30, I'm awake. Nobody wakes me. But if I didn't sleep till that 11:30, then I'm not sleeping. I will awake into the next day and set my priorities right and tell the day, oh, you Saturday, you're going to favor me. You're going to bless me. You'll protect my children. Let the blessings of Saturday not pass me by. More wisdom, more understanding. I speak into my life. I speak, I said, you are going to be beautiful. My body, you must obey me. This is not the shape I want. I want this kind of shape. I begin to say what I want. Oh, my knees are paining me. Saturday, take away this pain. You begin to speak. And before you know it, it has become your norm. It will become your way of life. If you don't wake up at that time, it will look as if you committed a very grievous sin against yourself. Let the universe know that you are capable of handling your destiny. Let the land, let the element, let your God know that, oh, you can handle this. If more is given to you, you can handle this. The witching hour, very important. You know, sometimes it won't happen to you. Suddenly it's not happening to you. You find yourself always awake. And you asking yourself, why did I wake up? God, I don't know why I wake up by this time. God, anyway, they are planning against me. Oh, Holy Ghost fire. Father, don't do that. Stop doing that. I don't know why you people, I don't know, you don't like the devil, right? I understand. You don't like the devil. I understand. The devil, whatever, whatever, I understand. But why are you always worshiping the devil that you don't like? You don't call your God without calling the devil. No, 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 I've not seen that. Why does Christian always worship the devil before they worship their God? Yet they hate the devil. Somebody is awake, not bagging katanisi, conjuring, and you are there. Oh, Holy Ghost fire, come down and help me. To do what? Please take the witching hour serious. And when your loved ones, your child, always wake up at that particular time. Yes, some of us that have children, our children wake up at that particular time. If your child, this particular child, always wake up as at that time, ask yourself, what is going on? What happened when you were pregnant for that child? What happened when your wife was pregnant for that child? What is it that was said concerning that child? Why is that child awake? What is he protect? You know, some of our children are gatekeepers. You know, let's upgrade our thinking. I know that yes, these are our children, but most of them are greater than you and I. Look around you, the kind of children being given birth to now are ancestors, great grandfathers. Oh, because you are the father, your child doesn't like this kind of food. You don't, how dare you? Do you know what I labor for you to feed? Oh my God, you don't do that. But that food might will be detriment to the health, spiritual life of that child. And you are forcing that child because you are a parent. And when that child a particular child always cry, as at that witching hour, that child cries and wake up. And you watch your child at that hour, they wee on bed. They are going through things that will blow your mind. But as you don't understand yourself, how can you understand your child? All you know is that I'm a father, I'm a mother. That is not. Being a father and mother is not about giving birth to a child. What is that thing that's always happening around you? What is that burning question you keep asking? And this opportunity is given to you at this witching hour for you to do what? Ask question. I don't understand why my car, I have engine problem. What is going on? I don't understand why this my child is always sick at this time. I don't understand why every time I'm being paid salary, I don't know what happened to my money. I want to know if I've ever taken somebody's car to somewhere, if I've ever done it to somebody, fine. But it's not. I want to know, why would somebody do this to me? That is a time to say a word as a king that you are, as a queen that you are, as a man and woman of God that you are. An answer will come. The witching hour is a time most spirits that you don't know they exist, most gods and goddesses you don't know exist, comes in to render mercy or render karma to who deserve it. And that is a time for you to say, if I have done it to anybody, if I have think it in my heart for anybody, if I have conjure it in my heart for anybody, let the person do it and go free. If I have seen somebody that is prospering and I'm not happy, that is the time for you to speak words into the life of your children. My daughter was okay, my son. What happened? Why did this my child suddenly becomes this way? There are a lot you can do in reaching out. That is the time for you to bring out your CV. That land somebody is dragging with you. That's your CV. Since you went to school, it has become dust. This is time to dust it and lay it on the ground inside of your room. That is a time for you to remind the universe that I've been in this country for how many years now? What is going on? What am I doing that I'm not supposed to do? And what am I not supposed to do that I'm doing? This is the time to tell the universe that if I have done it to somebody, no problem. The witching hour That is the time that the spirit that have that is in control of Friday goes in, so that the spirit of Saturday can come out. The witching hour. That is the time of Monday to go, spirit that control Monday to go in, so that the spirit that controls Tuesday will do what? Come in. That is the time that your case is being handed to another. And that is also the time mercy will be given to you. That is the time to find favor. It's not the time for you to couple. Hey. No, that is the time to talk. I said, I do not understand. Why are my mates going higher while I remain stagnant? What is going on in my family? Did my parents offend anybody? That is the time to remind the land you are. If you are doing the rituals, honoring the land where you live, doing your work, doing what you're supposed to do, this is time to remind the universe that everybody has been promoted in this company. What about me? My friend we came to this area with is now married. He has 6 houses with children. What about me? That is time to ask the right question. Is there something I'm not doing right? Is there something I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing? That is the time to speak. I say, this fibroid is not mine. This cancer, I don't know where it came from. This is time to say, why can't I get favor? Please, what is it that I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing? Like I said, there are so much more you can do within the witching hour from 12 to 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Sorry, from 12 to 3 a.m. That is the witching hour. Make it a habit, boy, to be awake into the next day. Boy, and when you fail to do that during that witching hour, take it that you have committed the greatest sin against yourself. Be awake into the witching hour. Be awake into the next day. Step into the next day with anticipation, expectations, with joy, with happiness. Play music into the next day. Do not joke with the witching hour. All right? Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. All right. Thank you so much.